What's up, guys? We're back. You saw me sit down. You knew that was going to be the case. We're getting into the final match of the day. It's going to be MaSa versus Sugar. It's TvT.
Yeah.
This is the first TvT all day?
That we've cast.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, that we've cast.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, this will, of course, qualify. The last player through, the winner will go on to fight against Suppy tomorrow.
Correct.
I've got my money on MaSa, but Sugar's a guy I don't know. Maybe he throws us for a bit of a loop.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure MaSa's got this.
It's just MaSa's TvT is exceptional on its own. It's nothing to do with being for or against Sugar. Just MaSa's TvT is great.
Yeah, I mean he's #1 seed. He won the road to DreamHack.
Yeah.
He's
king.
One road. Yeah, he's king, and it's gonna be tough.
You're on the bottom right, one of what is many Psystorm Gaming players. We've got the red Terran Sugar.
And in the top left with the war chests,
Oops.
it is the blue Terran MaSa.
There's no mouse pad on these tables, so sometimes you guys notice my mouse is slipping when I do this.
Yeah.
I really wish I could show off portraits, because actually, in my opinion, some of the skins, they're not that interesting. These are Nova's SCVs from Co-op. We've seen them before. But their portraits are different, which is cool. And they have like this sort of grizzled veteran, white-haired, white-bearded SCV instead of like the, what's that called? Party in the front.
Mullet?
Mullet having, hick-looking SCVs.
Do SCVs have mullets?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We're going to tab
I
out of the
thought
game.
like a Marine had a mullet in like a cinematic, but...
See? They totally have a mullet.
Man! I've never noticed.
I didn't actually notice they have a cigarette behind their ear while they're smoking a cigarette either.
I did notice that.
Oh, that's a pack of cigarettes on their shoulder.
The mullet.
They got a problem. Don't Google SCVs, guys. It's disappointing.
Oh, God. Oh, okay, well, anyways. So we do have another Psystorm representative in the round of 8s.
Yeah, this is actually really cool because you've got True and PvP literally half the bracket. Suppy's a free agent.
Literally a quarter.
Yeah. Well, wait.
Wait, half of what bracket?
I'm in semifinal, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was like, quarter of 4 is... had to scratch my brain on that one. But the thing is, MaSa... I actually don't know. Is he on Elevate? We were talking about this before because his Twitter handle is just MaSa_SC2.
I guess as far as we should say, it's whatever's in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to assume because normally you see bigger announcements or stuff like that, but...
We've always had dollar coins.
He's a Maru wannabe, according to Twitter. We should ask him when we see him later, I guess. Find out what his deal is with his team. But regardless, was on Elevate, now might not be. But either way, we look at MaSa for his play as a Terran, not for his team.
Maybe proxying a starport.
He's almost definitely proxying a starport.
I mean, this is an awful weird place. Just stick your SCV and just be like, okay, that's it.
Gee, I don't know, Rick.
I mean, it might just... I was going to say, like, it's... As weird as it is...
You know what? It high ground visions and it soaks the hit.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of like weirdly placed SCVs for later scouts, as well as you say in the high ground is a pretty cool idea.
Wait, do those SCVs have different attack animations? They do, because they don't have a drill.
Wait, I want to see it again.
Well, you never will. I'm sorry. It's all
shit. Okay, well that Reaper's gonna lose the fight if it sticks around, so MaSa is gonna just play around.
He tries to like reverse high ground vision.
Yeah, right?
That's actually pretty funny. But yeah, like they don't have like see they don't have drills. They got 2 claws.
They got 2 drills.
No, they don't. That's not a drill. It's a grabber.
Oh, you're right.
Because this SCV has the drill.
Oh, well, it could be a drill, too.
Well, it has a drill and a grabber. This isn't a drill. Look, see, it's a little spinny hand thing.
No, I meant the other thing. The grabber also looks like it could, just...
It looks like a reacher picker-upper. The thing your old grandma has because she can't bend over anymore.
Well, they just push their arm out while it spins, right? So that's got to be the same thing that SCV does. It just pushes its arm out. Spins.
What is that thing called? Is it like officially called like a reacher grabber? Because that's what I've always
called
it.
I'm pretty sure it's called a reacher grabber.
Okay, you know what? Even if it's not, it should be. That's a better name. Reacher grabber.
That's what the German name is, I guarantee it.
German names translated actually really funny, yeah, because they're very literal a lot of the time. Anyways, as far as openings go, I mean, okay, Sugar gets the faster command center, that's great, but this might cost them because MaSa has a fast Banshee with Cloak, and we've seen this do so much damage to all races.
Calling this guy Sugar is just making me feel like an old lady.
An old lady serving coffee at like a country diner.
Yeah.
What can I get for you, Sugar?
Yeah. Sugar...
Quit flirting with the player.
Damn. I know, I just constantly do it. Sugar bothers to scan, which is not too common.
I really like Sugar right now. Sorry, I enjoy watching the Reaper corpses go fly.
Sure. But he scanned the main, so now he knows that it's a Banshee, but it's sometimes just very questionable.
Well, so he could save energy. He does have enough for at least one.
Well, yeah, I mean, he should. At least one while he builds the missile turrets and the Vikings on the way. But the Banshee is going to be more than just...
Ooh, Reaper gets in for a couple more kills here, too.
Trying to get a bunch of SCV kills. He can still dart around the edges. He can still take out Marines here and there.
Actually, even trading for Marines isn't even all that bad.
Die! Or that. Oh!
Okay, Reaper got a fair amount of kills through this, though. On the top, of course, he forced out a scan. He's going to force out another in just a moment.
He didn't have another. Just popped up in the natural.
Now he's got turrets up, so he won't have to rely on scans, but this was still, like, damage done, not just through the SCV kills, but 2 additional scans is 2 less mules, and that's going to sting for sure. In fact, income's probably already reflecting it, yeah.
Are these Marines just the regular skin Marines, or are they the War Chest Marines?
War Chest ones have spiky shoulders, so...
They look different.
Yes, these are the War Chest Marines, because they got, like, these weird spiked shoulders.
They look, fitter. Like... I don't know. Like their uniform fits better than the other Marine.
Judge people in their body size.
I judge them in their,
athleticism?
No, like the way that they've used clothes to fit their body.
I was talking about cool new portraits. I don't like the Marine one because it just looks like they took Rainer's portrait. It's like the same black Marine suit and everything, and they just made the visor not orange anymore.
It makes them look less impressive, actually. Like, it fits them more, so like the other ones are bulkier.
Oh, he's a tank. That's a nice pick up with the Banshee.
Nice. Yeah, I think he was looking for the army after that first Banshee died. I'm thinking
he's picked off.
He was thinking about taking out the Cyclones with his own Cyclones and the Banshee.
Way. So to note, like a tank kill is actually a lot bigger than SCVs too, because later on in the game you have a lot more trouble killing tanks than you will SCVs in most instances. You get kind of stuck with sieging up. Nobody really can pick up the drop anymore, so it's hard to get repositioning down. I think picking up a tank this early is not going to be anything close to devastating, but definitely a very nice pickoff from MaSa.
What are the things that are in the war chest, Rifkin?
There's a comic book, which for some reason only takes you to the German version right now.
Oh, I meant in the game for skins.
Oh, you get new sprays. There's like a Diva spray, like in your SCV spray.
Okay.
You get cool. Actually, the portraits look pretty cool. I actually like the portraits quite a bit.
Okay, so no more skins though.
Oh, there's for the first phase, there's a ghost and...
yeah, you're talking about the ghost.
There's one other one, I don't remember which.
Just see ghost. I'm never gonna see a ghost.
We can look at it after this game. I mean, I have the war chest.
Silly.
Blah.
Well, they
Speaking of being unimpressive.
Yep, those Marines are very unimpressive. Liberator.
I love this idea that like 5 of them stand together, one gets blown away so hard that his corpse goes flying. They're like, huh, I wonder what that was.
Sugar's opening up and clearance to the third base, but unfortunately without a second tank, I don't think it has much stay-in power.
That Southern dialect really coming in.
Really coming in as we watch a couple Terrans just battling it out.
It's the last match of the day, and I gotta be honest, I'm pretty excited that today went as smooth as it did. This could go on hour-long game. I don't want to jinx it. This could go on hour-long game. I don't think I would mind because of how well today went.
Yeah, it was very smooth. Well, he doesn't have 2 tanks. He does have a fairly large army and a Liberator that stops the tanks of MaSa from sieging up close to his third, so he can't protect it.
Yeah, and the auto turrets don't get to focus down said Liberator. He doesn't have ample anti-air. MaSa's actually going to get wrecked by this attack.
He's taking a lot of damage. Finally, Cyclones come in too, but they're actually going to get just obliterated with the help of the Liberator.
Is MaSa about to get wrecked by Sugar?
He had room to mess up. He had an SCV lead and he had an army lead. He just used it up.
It's still tough taking these losses. I guess he does have stim over his opponent, which is huge. If he recovers from his attack and counters, he might get some real damage done.
He has an orbital over his opponent too. Like Sugar only just put down his third base. It's only just finishing.
Oh,
so
this tank.
This would have been catastrophic had it not been for MaSa's earlier leads. Now just evening up the game. Well, not even still, because combat shields and +1 will be ahead for MaSa, so he still has the leads.
And there's like 3 mules ready to drop from this command center too once that lands, so money's not going to be a problem. Which I guess through this, I'm surprised he was still leading on, despite lifting and quote-unquote losing a base.
Well, that was a very undecisive medevac. Indecisive.
Indecisive.
Who says undecisive?
Nobody, because it's not a word.
What's the other one that everyone messes up? Damn.
Ignoble and unnoble.
No. I never hear anyone say.
If somebody is not noble, they are ignoble.
I use that so often. I just call people noble all the time.
I do all the time. Do you not roleplay? I love playing Castle Adventure.
I roleplay it all the time, just not medieval stuff.
My lord, that action's quite ignoble. How dare you terminate the peasants?
No. No. Anyways.
With cat feces.
Doesn't matter. He's going to find this drop and be able to respond to it pretty quickly.
Everyone's just PJ sugaring in chat every time we say sugar.
Sugar.
I know there's sweet and sour. Sweet and salty? I guess it is. There's those ice creams.
I love sweet and salty. That's why I like
That's why you hang out with me.
salt-flavored chocolate. No, you're not sweet at all.
Well, if I'm salty.
You're salty. Just a salt lick.
Well, I guess that makes you a cow, doesn't it? Auditor's come in, by the way, get a couple of kills, but really nothing scary, clean up pretty much immediately. Problem is, though, for Sugar, he's all the way on this side of his base when he needs to be all the way on this side of his base.
He does have a scout trying to go out there, but I'm not sure it went the right direction. Is it really going to see? Is it going to see?
This is an ambitious sensor tower that would be really awesome if you could actually secure it.
It's building.
But I love that MaSa doesn't stop to attack it. It would be a free kill, but that would have given away what was going on. So he actually gets in the base. He gets a position with the tanks, and this is actually a pretty good siege up spot. He also picks up the one that Sugar had set up. Oh, MaSa. Combat shields is huge.
Oh, Sugar never started his combat shields.
Oh, that's going to cost him the game. That's going to cost him the game.
Well, that and other things, but that especially.
Yeah. Of course, it's mostly for the Marine versus Marine battles. The tanks are showing away Marines. They'll get blown up. Mansur's about to go down. He lifts it a little bit late. He is trying to repair it, but this 15 SCV's dead. Third CC lifted. Not looking good for Sugar because MaSa takes a fourth base on location while all this is going on.
He's got 2-2 over halfway done. He's losing medevacts to Vikings that are bothering to be controlled pretty nicely. Microed right there.
Picks up and goes to the main. He scans this only to find out a little bit late. The tanks are left vulnerable, sure, but the Marines are going to cause a lot of damage over here.
Yeah, without combat shield, Sugar doesn't have a chance, man. He stims.
Oh, he's going to funnel in.
Him.
Oh, the funnel's going to favor him, too. If MaSa had actually stayed where he was.
Yeah, well.
He's still in a great spot one way or the other. The other thing, too, is like his tanks are covering his retreat. Vikings are keeping him safe. He's clustered up a huge reinforcement line in the middle of the map. And Sugar, I give it to him. This game started off looking not bad for him. But MaSa doing what MaSa does, play TvT really well, has really just taken an insane lead here.
Yeah.
Almost double the supply.
Yeah, he's doubling the army supply and doubling the upgrades in like 5 seconds here. He's got a planetary. That's going to be it. GG.
Medevac's full of units got caught in the middle. That's painful.
Well, you assume that MaSa is going to win. He is the big dog in this tournament.
Yeah, but it's only one game in, and it is a best of 3, so he's got to lock down the second one if he wants to secure it. Second map is going to be on Proxima Station, however. This is where I would say, oh, well, at least it's a map that you don't have to worry about getting Reapered on, except for some reason it seems to be even more Reapered than average.
Yeah, you can definitely still do it. I wouldn't be surprised seeing someone go for a cheese. I don't know which one. Both of them have the potential. What is this music in the background? I don't like it.
It's like
sounds like a
ratchet.
woman karaokeing, but she's actually like a... She wants to be a
Yoko
baby.
Ono. It's the Yoko Ono, like, dubstep.
Oh, I think I know that reference. I was going to say baby metal, but like
I
she's
actually
really
like
bad
baby
at
metal. Baby metal's
great. Yeah,
great.
if it's good, but she's really bad at it is my point. But she's trying. I mean, I don't like all baby metal.
There's just that one song. I actually literally don't know any other.
It's quite popular in Japan now as a genre.
Aha! We have confirmed now MaSa is not on Elevate.
Leave the team!
Or he's on Elevate North America. His response was nah.
Without a W. We don't know. It's just NA.
Well, would it be nah or nah?
I think NA just as NA is nah. The W makes it a naw. Like raw.
That sounds like, I feel like that's the more Australian
Paw.
version. Like, no.
Saw. Yeah, the W does make it, that makes it a soft one. Oh, called it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, game number 2. This guy has to bring it back if he wants a chance to go to those semifinals. In the bottom left, we've got Storm Gaming's sweetest player, Sugar.
The top right as the Red Terran, he is MaSa, which I don't know what that word means, so there's nothing to be said about it.
Backwards, it is awesome.
You're an awesome. Okay, so the one SCV goes out here, so just the one Rax proxy for the Reaper. Interesting stuff. Don't usually see that. Usually full commit to the 2 Rax. So I'm not really sure. This generally means that it's going to be more about what follows, so the factory and the starport. But it also means that you're going to tip them off earlier that you're going for proxy something. Whether it's only the barracks or also the factory and the starport is up to them to find out. But is it a Marine? No, that was an SCV. Just like, yeah, okay, it's an SCV. It's like, how is it so fast? An SCV is going to be able to scout the lack of a proxy, and of course his immediate thought's going to be a 2-racks.
Couldn't you tell by the latent speed of the dot moving on the minimap, with its current trajectory, that there was clearly not the speed of a Marine unstimmed?
No, because it was turning a corner.
You got me.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Look at that evil claw. The claw.
It looks really evil with red.
It does. It's like bad guy mode. I mean, to Sugar, MaSa is the bad guy.
Building a bunker. What is... Oh, MaSa's building a bunker. I was so confused.
Yeah, because they were the colors last time, right? But I like this a lot. For those who don't know, we've talked about this a million times to death, but maybe you're a new viewer, and the thing about Proxima Station is if you want to make sure nobody comes up your ramp early, this is all you gotta do. There's no other way into the base. There's rocks and there's unpathable terrain. You can't hop up anywhere else. Like, shy of a medevac, you can't get here. But that's what's interesting about this, right? He might be looking to do like a Hellion drop or something weird.
I think an old-fashioned tank push, maybe.
I wouldn't be opposed to that either. I think you set up the tank here, you get range of the bunker
it's
to
like
break it.
He's going to swap the reactor, though, so maybe a Cyclone push.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
The big part of this I was thinking for the drop was that he has so much extra gas, but that, you're right, that might be for Cyclones instead of a starport.
Cyclones are really nasty.
Yeah.
But, as I said, he tipped him off. Like, oh, well, that's a big tip-off. Scouting
lady.
Let's do the hat. So,
do you remember when they had hats?
No,
I wish that was a skip.
Hats. Yeah, people really didn't like it. So there's a problem here. MaSa might not be responding correctly. This was a popular proxy for like a month. Hated it. And I wasn't quite sure I'd ever defend against it, but a tank is kind of like the worst thing.
Oh, okay.
There's an attempt.
The Cyclones are real, but the factory's fake.
No, he clarified that too.
Oh, damn.
So like I was saying, the tank's going to be a little bit tricky because 2 4 Cyclones definitely can tear it down.
But here's the thing, like, there's going to be this bunker here. If that finishes in time, you can't. There's no way this is going to finish in time.
Well, the command center, I think he's just with buy time anyways.
Well, actually, that might finish that. I kind of forget how bad Cyclones are at tearing down rocks. Even though that's bonus versus armor, these still have like 3 armor, so Rock's don't exactly go down quick. He's actually going to get a chance to finish this. That's so sick. By
putting his tank on the low ground, I think he's just increasing the risk that it's killed. I don't know about
this. But it also
this.
means he's boys helping.
What?
Okay, he's testing range. That's clever. Maybe?
This is so dangerous.
I don't know what he's doing here. This scares me.
Don't lose your tank.
This actually scares me. I don't know, man.
I know, right? Okay, so the bunker tank combo, I guess, will be enough. Yeah. And he managed to save the command center time.
He's keeping it really far back because he doesn't want the Cyclones diving on him.
Yeah,
but that might be too far
play.
back.
Yeah, no, they can't help the bunker.
Well, actually, if the barracks dies, he's got higher and he has to come up.
Oh, so this second tank anyways.
His focus fire on the barracks is what's going to secure me.
This worked out. I was a little worried, to be honest, but this worked out fine.
I like that he jumps out the side of the Cyclones. Secure the kill. Kill secured.
This is going to be a 2-0.
2 tanks is a thank you very much.
Sugar is trying to get to a starport here, but that ain't going to help that much.
No, MaSa is actually already on the way to Liberator. He's just going to send that across the map. Sugar is going to have to desperately get a Viking out first. It's the only way he stops it. All the SCVs from dying.
Yeah, and thus having no pressure for MaSa. Now, Sugar is going to get a command center on location, I suppose, but MaSa's able to save his, so stranded in orbital right now.
Yeah, he'll flip that over. It sucks having this open wall in the back because he doesn't know what is or isn't safe. Because you see the Cyclones go around the long way. But looks like Marines will stay here with the tanks. He wants to go clean up the factory, which I don't blame him for. But I actually would like to commendate, whatever, commendations. He keeps these tanks really far back, and it looks almost silly because you're like, how could that possibly hit anything on the ramp? But the idea is he doesn't want to hit things on the ramp. He wants to hit things that are forced to come up the ramp and stay safe so that if they dive, they have to commit. And this is something really cool out of MaSa, because I thought with that first thing reaching the edge, he was going to do something weird, like try and just get early shots in. It would have cost him so much.
Super scared.
Well, this is, even with the Viking coming out, this is so much lost mining. I think Sugar is dead in the water.
Oh, he's absolutely fantastically dead. The Liberator, maybe that, maybe he's thinking about it.
It's actually going to take a while to clean up, too. That's the worst part about this.
Yeah, he probably could have canceled or stalled out the barracks. The Cyclones come home.
Oh, that one with the 1 health earlier.
That will kill this Liberator.
Yeah, 8 kills. 8 kills, though, before going down. MaSa's going to be going for a drop, too. You can probably walk, but there is a Banshee coming out, so this is kind of an interesting way for Sugar to play around this. Banshee can deal with the tank. Banshee can deal with the Marines, whether it has cloak or not. Microed correctly, I think he does beat this drop, so MaSa's not going to win here and now, but I feel like he's already won the game.
Yeah. Not too many ways that MaSa can throw this, but certainly not having any preparation against a Banshee and losing about 12 SCVs.
Overhead, sidearm, knuckleball. There's a lot of ways to throw something. Basketball style, bowling ball style.
Knuckleball.
You put your knuckles on the grip of the ball before you throw it.
I've never heard it called knuckleball. I've heard knuckle grip.
I've never heard knuckle grip. That sounds weird to me. I played baseball, dog.
So did I.
You played not regular baseball, apparently.
I played baseball. I also played softball. I played both.
Chat. Is it knuckleball or knuckle grip?
Sport that I really didn't do. They don't care. They're all nerds.
No, they're just playing together, but
they're playing a more important game.
300 view bots, so everyone really watches TvT. Oh, it feels bad, man.
Oh, painful.
Knuckleball. Knuckleball, knuckleball, knuckleball.
People just call me knuckle grip.
Not a single person said knuckle grip.
I don't know, man.
And people always take your side over mine.
Because I'm usually right.
No, you're not usually right.
No, I do. I am. You have this theory that they just like me a lot more. They like my answer a lot more.
The statement that you're always right isn't itself contradictory.
I don't know if you said I'm always right. I said I'm right.
You said you're always right. This is like when we're trying to out you for cheating the bot for bets, and you're like, yeah, I know. You're like completely misunderstanding. Like, same situation, different story. But okay, Tank's going to break this ramp. Unsiege states versus Cyclones are actually not bad. He doesn't even need siege mode, but he's going to be able to use it to his advantage here at the low ground, but pushes up to the high ground. Picks up the tanks for some cool little micro action, but micro action Jackson? Whatever, he's going to kill Stim this game.
Action Jackson. Here's action. Oh, micro action. All players.
Jesus.
All players.
Oh man, this is brutal. That tank's just free firing from that low ground. SCVs are trying their hardest, but Sugar is sadly out. He did make top 16 though, so he gets prize money.
Made top 8.
Yeah.
Even better.
What's the same? Because top 8 gets the same money as top 16.
Oh.
I think, no, there might be a little bit.
I thought there was a difference.
No, you know what? There is. It's a slight difference. It's not the same as jumping from top 8 to top 4.
Because I'm right.
You know what else you are other than right?
Awesome.
Insufferable.
Awesome.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, top 16 gets $75. Top 8 gets $375. Excuse me. So he
That's
gets
a huge difference.
Yeah. Well, it's $300 versus the $375, which is bigger to 4th. MaSa will advance on to play in the semifinals for day 2. Nice.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that does conclude our day. So we'll grab MaSa on one last MaSa onto the stream, and we'll do one last interview before we do close out for the day. It's been a long day for sure, but this went a lot better than I could have hoped with. I guess we used up all of our bad luck yesterday.
Don't say that. There's that tomorrow.
I guess we used up all of our bad luck yesterday. Pray for me, guys. Someone light a candle, burn some incense. We'll play a break because MaSa actually has to walk from the other side of the venue. He's actually on one of the other PCs, not the ones we're renting out. So we'll see you guys in a couple minutes. And when we're back, MaSa and Zombie Grub to close out the stream.
Whoop. Hey everyone, I am with the winner of the recent Best of 3 that we cast, the last semi-finalist going to the main stage, also the winner of Road to DreamHack. So this is the only game he had to play today, along with the other guys that were seeded, True and Peely, all making it out to the round of 4. So he'll be going to the main stage. Did you expect that? Kind of feel like you expected it.
Kind of.
Yeah, I bet you did. There's no problem with that, man. Yeah, as far as like coming here, I guess you wouldn't know what the actual open bracket looked like until you look at the signups. Was there anyone that surprised you, like didn't come, or did come, or you thought would be scary to face, or just the seeded guys?
I thought we'd see a lot more any regulars like Panda Bear Me or like don't know those people.
Yeah.
And yeah, not seeing them is kind of weird in North American tournament.
Yeah, I guess Jon Snow did just recently go to Korea, so we didn't really travel that much. Yeah, probably. But yeah, so now you're facing Suppy. That's right. So I don't know. I feel like for both of you, but you know, both old names in StarCraft. Suppy, I guess, had a higher peak a longer time ago. But how do you feel? I mean, you must feel pretty good, right? Like Suppy's got to be a little bit rusty. Were you facing him when he was like really good, like 2014? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so, but then I can't really quite like put my finger on something like a tournament you guys actually played. So you never really, like, your peak versus his peak never really happened, huh?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't think it did.
I have bad memory.
But now, I mean, you've been doing pretty well. So your DreamHack Valencia, that's where you're at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what bracket? What round did you make?
Round of 16.
Round of 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you had a really on fire qualifier for that, and people were really quite excited to see you again. So, how do you feel about your performance, like most recently, like after WCS Valencia?
It feels like I can call myself pro gamer now.
Oh yeah.
Instead of getting knocked out every single round, you know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I imagine that's tomorrow. I mean, it's a best of 3, so pretty short stuff. Like just a best of 3 and then a best of 5.
Okay.
Who do you think you would face, assuming you beat Suppy? Who do you think you would face, True or Pili Pili?
It's tough. Like last time I saw Pili's game, it was against Jon Snow, and every single time he was ahead, but he threw the games. So maybe if he doesn't throw, he can beat True.
Okay.
So
yeah, I think he can.
Thinking.
Yeah, True is kind of an unpredictable player for me, like both in style and also performance. So we'll see how Pili Pili does. He was able to, because you were at Gameland with Pili Pili as well, just a month ago, and he was able to take on Leenock at least once, which is pretty impressive. So did you feel confident in both your TVZ and TVP then?
No.
No?
No, Zerg and Protoss.
Neither one? So just TvT was your jam, and that's why it was so easy?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's... Yeah, alright then. I guess that's good news for Pili Pili or True, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or
At
maybe
least
even
3 Rex
Suppy.
Reaper isn't nerfed yet, so I can use it against True.
Ah, yes.
Or Suppy too.
Were you surprised by the lack of a nerf? Because they said they were thinking about it, but then they didn't go through with it.
Aren't they still gonna nerf it though? That's what I heard.
I mean, I thought they were going to do it after Valencia, the most recent one, and then they didn't. So I was surprised, because I thought that they had been planning for a while.
Oh, maybe because of like GSL groups, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, with GSL versus the World and the GSL groups that happened. That's
pretty
a good
sure
point.
they're gonna nerf it before Montreal though.
Yeah, maybe that was the plan. I misunderstood. I don't remember. Oh, excuse me. Just making sure
it's not even that strong.
Working. So yeah, so actually let's talk a little about the 3 Rax Reaper. Do you actually think it's that scary? Like, do you understand the Zerg's complaints about it?
I think I'm just bad, but every time I do it, Zerg are like really okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no problem.
Well, I see like... Okay, well I guess everyone points to Bjorn and like how he just demolishes Zergs with it, and I'm like, okay, that's a valid point, but then Bjorn also hasn't really been like winning all the tournaments, so there's got to be some weakness somewhere.
Yeah.
And any other time I see Zergs deal with it, especially Korean Zergs, it seems to be like kind of a problem. Like occasionally it's annoying, but have you been experimenting with like this like new like the medevac drop style with it?
Oh no.
No, you just do the straight up 3 racks in like a macro game.
Yeah.
Why, you just, is that just the way you like to play, or you just think that medevac thing is kind of like a gimmick?
I just don't play 3 Rex in general anymore because
okay.
I know it's gonna get nerfed, so gotta find a way out.
That's what we saw. While I have you here, we saw Cure, right? He's trying to plan online cups again. He's been going 2 Rax Reaper, like not proxy, just like as if you were 3 Rax Reaper, but 2 racks, and then into a macro game. Like, what? Do you have any thoughts about that? Like, why is that a thing? Is he trying to like still have that pressure, but then accommodate for the potential nerf, or
I sometimes do it too.
You do? Okay.
It's because it's to make the Zerg think that you're going through Reaper.
It's just to fake them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just mind game, and then let them make like 30-40 links when you only have like 5-6 Reapers.
Okay, so then it goes easier in macro games. You actually get a bit of a boost from that.
Yeah.
Okay, then that was my second. I mean, the first idea was like we were joking about like, oh, he knows it's going to be nerfed, so he's like reducing the amount of racks he's going to make. But I was like, yeah, I think it just goes more into like a macro game, so it's like apply that pressure, still control the game. But yeah, there's some interesting development in TVZ. There's also, of course, the Hydras that recently just like got really popular in the last like month or two. It feels.
Yeah.
The Hydra style. I've heard some Terrans even complain about it. Like I told Suppy, by the way. I told him to look at a couple of games for Ling Hydra because he was like, oh yeah, I heard that was a thing. Because of course he's like totally still getting up on the meta. Are you scared of that style? You think it's really, really powerful?
It really depends on map pool. Like
Yeah.
But on maps like Odyssey, you have a lot more open spaces, so I think it's really powerful there. But not like maps like Sequencer where you can get choked.
Okay, that
So
makes sense.
Yeah, it really depends on the maps.
Actually, do you like going tanks or Widow Mines against Ling Hydra?
Tanks. of
Tanks,
course.
always? So I thought tanks was the way to go, but I've been seeing some of the Korean pros go for Widow Mines.
Yeah, it's because they're just better Terrans than us, and they can multitask.
Okay.
They're like dropping everywhere and then pushing the main.
Alright.
Can't do that.
That sounds fair enough, I suppose. Korean Terrans, man. But yeah, the Ling Hydra style. I just know, like, well, as many European Terrans as there are left have been complaining about this style. So.
Yeah, I'm most worried about third tier. Like, nerf Reaper and nerf that too. And then
Of
I'm
third
okay.
tier?
Yeah.
So, speak of the Ultras, or?
Yeah, Ultras
Also
are...
Greater
I think
Spire.
Bruiser are actually a lot worse than Ultras.
You do?
Yeah.
Just because it's
Brutes-
harder to respond to them?
Yeah, also, you don't need mass Brutes. You only need 3 to 4.
Yeah.
And the rest can be Ultras.
That's a
and
good point.
Dealing with both of it is super hard.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So you think ghosts, like, they sometimes pop out again every now and again, but it never became as much of a staple as I thought it was going to be. Ghost versus late game tech. It's just too hard to get to them, or
Also, Ghosts are really bad against Brutes because there's a lot of Broodlings.
well, yeah. I mean, if they're touched once, they can't even like
Yeah,
snipe, right? Like,
exactly.
they suck. But I mean, in the one opportune moment where you're on like a cliff and you can snipe the Broodlords, it seems to be the better option than trying to transition to multiple starports and Vikings, because that seems to be quite difficult to do when you have like fungals to worry about.
Yeah.
Hydras now coming into the play like super often.
And then usually they put shitload of spores as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Under the
Like
Brutes.
if you're really gonna get into like that type of super long game, it can be really difficult stuff. So, maybe Suppy should be going back to Broodlord Infestor then. Actually,
Yeah.
that's your weakness, I see. Yeah, I think you got a good shot. Honestly, I think Suppy knows that too. But he says he's going to be practicing. He's going to be studying some VODs. So he's going to try and be up on the current meta of TVZ. I hope you're prepared. And then, yeah, either Protoss or Zerg for the finals. Which one do you prefer?
Both are really gimmicky. Like, True is really hard to face because he just runs things
Yeah.
around every time, and then Chili just all-ins and he's super good at it. So
Yeah.
I'm scared of both of them.
Scared of both of them. And it's only a best of 5 too, so it's kind of harsh for finals, but that's the way it's got to go. So we will see you tomorrow. I think it begins at 3 o'clock. I don't know who plays first, but one of you. They'll be facing Suppy in a best of 3. So kind of an old school name, but Suppy coming back with a vengeance, already making the round of 4, and then MaSa, of course, continuing to try and dominate the North American tournaments. Seems to be your homeland. It's
Hopefully
Canadian.
dominate.
Hopefully dominant,
Yeah.
exactly. But that's just about going to do it. So I don't know if Rifkin wanted to say goodbye. I'm just going to assume that he doesn't, so you can do your shout-outs if you want to now.
Shout out to Devin who let me borrow his computer.
Oh, yeah.
today.
You had a computer here. I
Yeah.
was going to ask why. Like, just a friend gave you a computer?
Yeah, like he was one of my viewers when I was streaming.
Oh, nice.
And then I was like, oh, I need a PC for Atlanta because it was before all these.
Yeah, all this stuff set up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's super convenient. No, I think that's a better safety peace of mind, to be honest, because we actually had a lot of trouble setting these things up, man. Not going to lie. So that's nice. But then tomorrow, of course, you'll be on the main stage, so no worries there. But yeah, shout out to Devin, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Devin.
for helping out. That's an awesome thing to do. Are you going to be streaming a lot in the future?
I guess before school.
Ah,
I start
okay.
going to school in September.
September,
So-
yeah.
I have like a month to stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the end of July. Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, you're in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
What year?
Third year.
Oh, okay. What are you studying?
Yeah. Biomedical engineering.
Shit. So wait, you're going to try and get a master's and a doctorate?
Ah,
No? Okay.
my GPA is not high enough for that.
All right. Very cool. Well, then I look forward to seeing you streaming. Good luck in school, and good luck at the tournament, of course, tomorrow. Hope to see you get good stuff. I assume that you're also going to be trying out for WCS Montreal, ladder qualifiers and all that, so I'm sure you'll do very well there. And with that, guys, I think that's going to be the end of our day today. DreamHack Atlanta. Rifkin is still talking, so I don't know if he wants to... I don't know, you want to poke him? Hey, Rifkin!
Rifkin!
You want me to just finish? You just want to finish? You want me to finish and just close out? Okay, alright. Thank you, MaSa. Congratulations. Bye-bye.
Yeah, congrats. Good luck tomorrow. I can't believe this guy took my microphone. I left for like 3 minutes, and I come back, and you're trying to replace me with another Asian? Is my halfness not good enough for you?
I mean, he's Korean.
He is.
You're half Japanese. I mean, what do you get at? Fighting games?
Thank you.
Shut up.
All right. I don't know what you said or didn't say, but guys, just again, thank you for joining us today. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be on the main stage. I think we got about 2 to 3 hours on that stage. We are the last show, so it might go late leading into us. I'm hoping it doesn't, but either way, semifinals and finals will play out on the main stage, which is pretty cool, pretty rad.
Yeah.
This was pretty fun doing more stuff live. Always good to work with you.
Sure.
And I guess we can do some kind of teaser announcement stuff. So before we disappear, here's what we got in the pipeline for BaseTradeTV, guys. We got an Australian/North American league that we're possibly trying to sell. Look at chat. It's Tempo. Tempo's up for 45 years. Say this is what dreams are made of. I'm well over the hill in sub department, but they gave me the grass. But they say the grass gets greener. Happy 45 years. 45 years. I remember meeting him when I was like 13 years old. This young little guy. He wasn't even black back then.
What the fuck?
Stayed out in the sun too long. It was real bad.
We gotta end this stream.
Yeah. Anyways, Australian/North American League coming up in the near future. August, we'll be doing Ting qualifiers. That's not announced yet, but that's going to be announced, so we'll be working on that diligently. Then there's just various other events, which hopefully we'll get to work on or not work on, but otherwise, standard stuff. So again, be back tomorrow. Don't miss out on those finals. Hit the follow button if you haven't already. Darius, get in here for a sec. Big thank you to Darius for adminning all this stuff for us. This guy, online stuff, now offline stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, follow her on Twitter at CG Gaming.
Sure. Yeah. Follow him on Twitter at Riff_Kings.
Thank you. I was hoping you would pick up the cue to return that. It's like, yeah, thanks.
I don't know.
All right, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Later, guys. Take care. I don't actually have an in-screen thing, so we're just going to black screen it. We'll see you. Peace.